Bombing Iran is not going to free Iran. It's not going to bring democracy to Iran. It's not going to help the Iranian people. But to understand that, we need to understand why we even bombed Iran in the first place and why we may do it again. Last year, we were negotiating with the Iranians about their nuclear program. We're telling these guys, listen, there's no reason for you to enrich your uranium to this level. We know that the only purpose is for a bomb. They know that too, but they've always been a little bit below that level just to give us a hint that they could do it if they wanted to. So we're on 6 rounds of negotiations with these guys last year, and then we tell them, listen, we're going to do round 6 on Sunday. Israel attacks them on Thursday. So our ally Israel basically sabotages our negotiations with them. So we get wrapped into this war with Iran for 12 days, and it ends when we decide to bomb Iran's nuclear sites. Okay, so that put that one to the end. We were told that's it, that's the end of the nuclear program. Okay. A few weeks ago, there's protests in Iran. The people are protesting because the government sucks. The government's just mismanaging the water, the resources, there's no social freedoms, and they keep antagonizing the West. So there's sanctions and there's no foreign investment, so the economy is crap. So instead of listening to the people and trying to alleviate some of these concerns, the government decides to kill thousands of protesters. And while this is going on, Trump and the rest of his administration are saying that, oh, we're going to bomb Iran and save Iran and the protesters. Well, I think Trump and his generals briefed him and said, listen, there's not going to be a quick, easy victory here. Even if we sprinkle some bombs on Iran, it's not like out of the ashes you're going to get a George Washington, an Iranian version is going to usher the country to the age of democracy. So Trump realized, like, yeah, I don't want to get bogged down in something like that. Trump likes simple stuff. Like when he kidnapped Maduro from Venezuela. And that's the thing. A lot of people in Venezuela thought that, oh my God, we're going to be free from the Maduro regime. No, this was all just optics. The only thing that actually changed was that Delcy Rodriguez became the president, and she believes the same thing as Maduro. And now Israel got a shipment of Venezuelan oil after many years. So you need to understand, this bombing of Iran is not for the benefit of the Iranian people. It's not even for the benefit of us. Because now Netanyahu has decided to add another stipulation onto the reason why Iran needs to get bombed. Because first he was saying, oh, they got to stop getting a nuclear bomb. Now he's saying that's not enough. They can't make these missiles either because these missiles, these hypersonic missiles can hit Israel. And they also have to stop supporting all these proxy groups. And by the way, I understand the Israeli position. Iran is their enemy. Of course they want what's worse for Iran. They want to stop them from attacking them. I get that. And it's not even Iran's business. Iran should be taking care of its own people. But as Americans, it's like, hold on, buddy. We don't need to get wrapped in with all this stuff. So the idea that we're doing this to help the Iranian people is completely false. Okay, what's going to end up happening is if we go through with this is that we're going to bomb the regime. They're going to break into multiple little terrorist groups within Iran. They're going to commit mass murder and terrorism for the next few decades.